Hello everyone. In the series of learning database management system, our today's topic is joint dependency and fifth normal form. Prerequisite for this particular lecture is functional dependencies and all the normal form which we have studied up till now. So far we have discussed about all the problematic functional dependency, whether it is partial functional dependency or transitive functional dependency, and we decomposed our table if it is not in certain normal form to remove redundancy and anomalies. So we have decomposed all our table by keeping in mind that the decomposition should be lossless. That's a mandatory property, and it should be dependency preserving, right? So all these things I have covered in my previous lecture videos. If whatever I just told sound gibberish to you, just go back and see all the videos which I have uploaded earlier. So all the things will be clear. And next we have joint dependency and fifth normal form. So the fifth normal form is also known as project joint normal form, which is PJNF. So first let me take an example and let me show what's the problem, and then you will understand this fifth normal form and joint dependency in a better way. So here I have taken a department table, as you can see, and in this table I am having three attributes, three columns. So here we have department, subject and student, and as you can clearly see here, the department CSC, subject is CSC 101, student is Shreya. IT 501, student is Yug. So there is no more IT, so no problem, but here comes another CSC. And for this CSC also, the subject value is different, CS 102, and student name is also different. Similarly for this CS, again we are having some different value. So it is very clearly visible that here there is a problem of multi-valued dependency. And because there is a multi-valued dependency, that means this table is not in fourth normal form. So if I write here, there is a multi-valued dependency from department to subject, and here one more multi-valued dependency we have from department to student. And that's the problem, that this table is not in fourth NF. So first we have to remove the multi-valued dependency and we have to bring it to fourth NF. So to remove multi-valued dependency, I have already uploaded one lecture. So please go and see the lecture on fourth NF. So description and details, everything, clear explanation is there. Here I am just decomposing the table. So this table will get decomposed into two tables. So first table will be, let me name this as D subject, and another table, let me name it as D student. So here two attributes will come, that is department, and another one will be subject, and here also two attributes will come, department and student. So we have 6 tuples. And here also we have 6 tuples. Let me insert the value. So here in D subject, the attributes from these the parent table will come like CSC, code is CS101, IT 501. Again there are two CSC tuples, and subject code is CS102, CS103 for mechanical ME, and code is 201. For ECE, the subject code is 301. So these are the table for D subject, where we are having department and subject data. Now similarly, if I will see department and student, so for CSC, student name is Shreya, IT Yug. There are two again, CSC, Rutvi and Renee. Next we are having ME and EC. Here we have Sushant and Ira. Now if you can check, this table is not having any problem with respect to multi-valued dependency. All the problem with respect to multi-valued dependency is solved. So according to the lossless property of join, if I'm having a parent table, here the parent table is department. We decompose this parent table into D subject and D student, which are the child table. Now this is a good database design if I try to join these tables, and again I will get the same table, parent table, without any loss of information and without any redundant tuple. Then we will say that this is a good database design. And there is no doubt that these two tables, D subject and D student, are in fourth normal form, because it's satisfying all the properties of fourth normal form. So till here there is no problem. Now when I try to join these two tables, let us suppose I want to apply the natural join on these two tables, on the basis of the common column, it will get joined. It will reconstruct the table again. So if I want to join these two tables on the basis of this department, let me write the SQL query for that. SQL queries, I will soon uploading the lectures on SQL query, but here natural join, I have uploaded the video in relational algebra series. You can get the knowledge of natural join from there. Natural join is used to join two tables or more than two tables, and the compulsory part is there should be a common column between the tables which you want to join. So here we are having department, and here also we are having department. So on the basis of department we can apply natural join and there will not be any issue. So if I will try to put natural join, how my query will be? Select, I want to select all the tuples, so select star, and then I have to give table name. So from my first table is D subject, so here I am writing from this table D subject, and I am giving a alias for this table, so here I am giving as D1. So D subject I will use as D1, and I want to join it, so I am putting a comma in between for joining. And here another table is D student, and this D student I am referring as D2. So these D1 and D2 are the alias for D subject and D student, and I want to join them. So for joining there is a comma, where on the basis of this condition I want to join. So here I should write where D1 dot department is equals to D2 dot department. And on the basis of department, these tables should get joined. Now let's see what will happen if we will join these tables. So here I am applying join on D subject and D student. So how many tuples will be there? Now if I am applying natural join, the common tuple will come only once. So here I am writing department. Then there will be subject, and then there is student. Now see the child tables, and then we will mention the data here. CSC, here also CSC. So this row will get joined with this row. So I will get CSC. Subject code will be CS101, and student name I will get as Shreya. Then again, if you can see, I will get two more CS, which is not joined in the original parent table, but here because we are joining on the basis of department, two more CSC are present. So these two CSC will also get joined with CS101 subject code. And what will come here? Here it will give Rutvi. Similarly, here CS101, and we will get Rini. Next, IT. So here, if you can see, only one IT tuple is present. So in that case, there is no problem. So IT 501, and the value will be here come as Yug. So similarly, for all the department, it will go join like this. So after this, if you can see CSC 102, first CSC it will find here, second CSC here, and third CSC here. So again we will get three tuples for this CSC 102. Subject code will be 102 for all the tuples, all three tuples, and student will come as Shreya, Rutvi, and Rini. After that, again I am having CSC. So again for this CS also, three times it will get joined, and subject code will be CS103. And this time also student will be Shreya, Rutvi, and Rini. Now for mechanical EC, there is no issue because only one student is one subject code, and only one time this department is mentioned. So where we have distinct value, there is no issue. But here if you can see, CS was coming more than one time, and different subject and different student. So while joining, if you can see, we got so many redundant tuple. So for mechanical, student name is Sushant, and for EC, student name is Ira. So according to the lossless property of join, what we should have got, we should get these 6 tuples. But instead of that, what we are getting 12 tuples. That means here, if you can see the original table, CS101 Shreya is there, but Rutvi and Rini, they are not there. Similarly, CS102, Rutvi is there, Shreya and Rini are not there. CSC 103, Rini is there, but Shreya and Rutvi are not there. So like this, 6 extra tuples, which we call as redundant tuple. Redundant tuples we got. These are also known as spurious tuple, which should not happen, but after being in 4th normal form also this is happening. And when we are trying to recreate the table from child table to parent table, we are getting the redundant tuple. This is a problem of join dependency. When we tried to join, because of join dependency, we got all these redundant tuples. So if I will give the definition of joint dependency, the joint dependency exists where redundant rows are generated when tables are recreated through the natural join operation. Because in natural join operation we see the common column, and on the basis of that it will get joined. So first let me tell you about joint dependency, and then we will go to fifth normal form. So mainly because at this stage also, after so much decomposition also, our redundancy is not going. That's the problem, and that's why this, because we cannot allow this joint dependency. So a joint dependency will be denoted by JD. Now if I'm having a relation R, there is a relation R, and we are decomposing it to R1, R2, like this till Rn. Okay, now here there will be some constraint state also. So the constraint state, let us suppose it's small r for this capital relation R. Here this is my relation, department is my relation R. This department got decomposed into R1 and R2, D subject and D student. Few constraint small r, or let's say few functional dependency goes to D subject, few functional dependencies goes to D student. Fine. So we are considering that for every such constraint there is a lossless join. So when we try to recreate the table, we can be able to create the relation R again. So hence for every small r, if I am writing like this, projection of R1, and I am applying the natural join, like this, projection of Rn, it will give me again all the same constraint, or it will give me all the relation, the final relation R. Okay, this is known as joint dependency. So let's see the definition according to the book. Joint dependency is denoted by JD. So if we are having decomposed relation R1, R2 like this till Rn, so a joint dependency specified on a relation schema R specifies a constraint on the states small r of R. The constraint state that every legal state small r of R should have a lossless joint decomposition into R1, R2 till Rn. That means if I want to recreate the table, again I should get all the constraints and all the final table, capital R. So in few books you can get the joint dependency like this also. Here we are doing the projection. That's why it's also known as project joint normal form. Fine. So here what is happening? We are taking the projection of all the decomposed relation with its constraint and we are joining. For joining, you can put the sign of join which we use in relational algebra like this also, or you can put a comma also. It's one and the same thing. So we are joining all the relation and again we are getting all the constraint. So accordingly we are recreating our table capital R. So this kind of dependency is known as joint dependency. But as you have seen, because of this joint dependency, when we applied the natural join, here if you can see, we are getting the redundant tuple. So to avoid this, what we need fifth NF. Now, rules for fifth NF, as we know, the normalization is all about rules. So, first let me tell you the rules for fifth NF. First thing, table or relation must be in 4th NF. This is the first point. And second point is, it does not have joint dependency. So we already understood what is a joint dependency, and due to joint dependency, what's the problem? We are still getting the redundant tuple. Thus, in 5NF, we are dealing with joint dependency, and if such dependency exists, we are trying to remove this using decomposition in 5th NF. Now, an important note for you people, that such dependency which you have just seen, this due to reuniting of table, what redundant form we are getting, such dependency is very peculiar semantic constraint that is very difficult to detect in real life. Therefore, normalization into 5NF is very rarely done in practice in real life, but still you should know this, and from university point of view you should know how this decomposition should happen. So here, if you can see, the main problem is coming because this subject and student are not independent of each other. If these two are independent of each other, we could have simply divided and there is no issue. But here the subject and student, they are not independent. Because of this all joint dependency problem is coming. So to avoid this, what we can do, instead of dividing this table into only 2 tables, we have to divide this table into 3 tables. So our first table, as you can see here, the first table is D subject, the second table is D student. Let me write both the tables here. My first table is D subject, my second table is D student, and let me have one more table, that is subject student table. Because as you can see, the subject and student are not independent. So I need one more table, subject and student. And if now I will try to join this, how it will happen? Now these 3 tables I want to join. So let me write the SQL syntax. SQL syntax for this will be select star from, or let me just take the particular column because now we are having 3 tables. So let me take from first table, we will take from this first table, we will take department. From second table, we will take student, and from third table, which is subject student, we will take the subject details. So here I am writing select the first table, I am calling as D1. So here D1 dot department. Now I am joining, so here I will put a comma, and one more table I will have as subject student. So from this D3 I want subject, comma, from D2 I want student. So from 3 tables we are taking, and then I have to give the table name. From first table is D subject, I'm calling this as D1. Second table is D student. I'm calling this as D2. Third table is subject student, and we are calling this as D3. Where now we have to give the common column, so the redundant tuples will be removed. So where D1 dot department is equals to D2 dot department, and from here we will student, so D2 dot student is equals to D3 dot student, and D1 dot subject is equals to D3 dot subject. So what will happen now when I try to join these table, how it will work? Now two tables already I have. So first it will select department from first table. So let me create the table here. We are getting department. From third table it's getting subject, and from second table it's getting student detail. So from first table, when it will select the CS column, what will happen? We are putting here condition that D1 department should be equals to D2 department. So it will check CSC, and here it will get 3 rows for CSC. But further there is a condition that D2 student should be equals to D3 student. So one student table should also be there. Let me create that table here. Subject student. In this table we are only having subject and student. In short I will write, so subject CS 101, IT 501, CS 102, CS 103, and mechanical and EC will also come, but they are not creating any problem because already we have distinct value. So when department CS 101 will come from here, we are matching it with the other department also. The student will get match here with subject student also. So here for CS 101 we are having Shreya, and here also for CS 101 we are having Shreya. So only this Shreya will come, because for others the subject will not get match. So those redundant tuples will not come. So finally I will get here all the tuples like this. So here we have the resultant table, and as you can see the 3 tables we have joined. So when I joined it, it checked the value like this, that from here CSC it get matched with this department CSC, and there is a AND condition. If you can see here, when we have written the SQL query, we have given the AND condition. So everything should get corrected. This CSC and this CSC will get match. Here the subject CSC 101 will get match, and student value will get match, and then only the tuple will come in the resultant table. So finally we will get this resultant table where there is no redundant value. Thus, to remove this redundant value, we needed 5NF. So let's see the definition of 5NF. A relation R is in 5NF or project join normal form with respect to set F of functional, multivalued and joint dependencies if for every non-trivial joint dependency in closure of F, every Ri is a superkey. Now, what is a non-trivial joint dependency? So, understand what is a trivial joint dependency. So, we decompose a relation R into multiple table. So, let us suppose I am decomposing this table R or relation R into R1, R2 and Rn. So, a trivial joint dependency is if one of this relation schema, any Ri from this, either this R1 or this R2, any Ri in this joint dependency is equals to this R, then we will say it is a trivial joint dependency. So basically what is happening, if I am decomposing this R into R1 and R2 and instead of this R2 it's R, the same table I am getting here, then this kind of dependency is known as trivial joint dependency. Then there is no problem of any redundant value. So the problem will come when it is a non-trivial joint dependency. So when it is a non-trivial joint dependency, every Ri is a superkey of R, means every Ri, all these tables, there should be superkey. Then only the table will be in 5NF. So if we will conclude the point for 5NF, first thing, the relation must be in 4NF. Second important point to remember to be in 5NF, that it should not or it does not have joint dependency. Third point, if joint dependency is present, it can only be trivial joint dependency because the problem is created by non-trivial one. So if joint dependency is present, it can be trivial joint dependency. Then also it will be in 5NF. Now, if non-trivial joint dependency is present, then what's the option? If non-trivial joint dependency is present, then every Ri, R1, R2, every Ri is a superkey. If it is superkey, it has the power to uniquely identify the tuples and the attribute, then it can be in 5NF. Okay, so this was all about your joint dependency, 5NF, trivial joint dependency, non-trivial joint dependency. So I hope you understand all this. That's it for this lecture. Thank you very much.